3 weeks until we crown a new AIA Singapore Premier League champion. Welcome to the SPL Show as we look back at the previous round of matches and we look ahead to the first quadruple fixture list of the season. And we have the young Lions in the house. I'm happy to say that Nazri Nasir, the head coach, and Jacob Mahler, captain of the club, are here on set. And Nazri, fair to say, it's not been the season that you would have wanted.
Correct.
But many people question about the young Lions and the troubles that the club has. But it's different from any other SPL side.
Correct.
Explain why is it different from any other SPL club?
Okay, as you know that, first and foremost, that young Lions basically coming players are all from the NFA. They are from 16, 17, 18 after they graduate from the NFA. Straight away, basically the best player, we invite, so-called, choose them or selected them to be in the young Lion. I mean, one of the things that I can say, like Jacob is with me when he was 16. So I was with him and was taking there, and there's a few players from that squad, like Reza, we got Syed, and a couple of the players. Okay, most of the players are all students, you can say. Almost 80% or 90% of the students. As you know, students, they morning to schools, I say, they're either from IT or poly, okay, or even some JCs or whatever. They will go to schools, and the only time that to train them is at night. Okay, that's one of the challenges that we face. Okay, on top of that, there's also other players like national players and national service players. Okay, of course they have to finish their BMT. After their BMT, once they are done with that, okay, if you are lucky, we manage to bring them for training. Of course, you won't be seeing them for the next 3 to 6 months. Depends on the vocation they're going to do. So that is something that we, as a coach, and I prepared. And I know that this thing is going to come along. And also, along the way, like, you know, when even this season, I think everything was planned very well. By October, players are going to national service, and we know that we will be completing the league by October.
Yeah.
But because nevertheless, we know the situation happened because of the COVID. You know, everything had to stop. So we only resumed training on June, and then of course September or October. Yep, we started our league.
Yep.
So that's where everything go a bit haywire. Okay, players going national service, like you know, Ilan went to national service. You got Danish, Reza, Razak, all these players in national service.
Yep.
So of course we have a complete 30 players before things happen, but along the way this is going to do. So that's where the younger players come along, like Kyrene and, you know, like Mark. Okay, this is some of the new players, like even Scots, Harris. Okay, so that definitely this year they are still they are students. Okay, they will complete schools by next year. So at least for me, there's players for me to give a chance for them to play.
I think that's as in-depth as it gets from Nazri Nasir to explain the young Lions situation. Jacob, for yourself, I know you're a competitive player, but have you needed to change your mindset a little bit in buying into this project of the young Lions?
I mean, like you said, of course, you know, it's a developmental squad now. But I think at the end of the day, I think all us players must still maintain that mindset where we want to go into every game to compete and to get a result. Because, you know, we can't go into a game thinking that, oh, you know, we're young, we're inexperienced, you know, we're just going to go there and participate. We don't want to do that. We want to go out there on the field and actually put up a performance, show people outside who are watching that, you know, we're not just here to fill up the numbers in the league. We're actually here to give a run for, you know, every club's money, you know, like we can fight. And, you know, I think that's something I'm trying to instill in the team. And I think coach also, you know, that in a sense that winning mentality, which I think, you know, at the moment things are, you know, are down and rough, but I think, you know, slowly players are coming back, everything. So, you know, I think, and I think we players, you know, we don't like the feeling, no one likes the feeling of losing. You know, it's the worst feeling in the world, in my opinion. It's something I don't want to experience, but, you know, it happens in a footballer's career. But I think it's what we as players, you know, now it's time for us to stand up, become men. You know, we're all young adults, but, you know, it's time to come from boys to men and show, like, we go out on the field and actually fight for 90 minutes and put up performances and try to get the results we desire, in a sense.
It is almost like a revolving door, isn't it, at the Young Lions, with players coming in, because of injuries and because they complete their national service, and then you have other players leaving because of school, because of national service. But we've seen the likes of Kyrian and Mark given the chance to play against men. How valuable is that for them?
I think it's good experience for them. Like Mark Kyrian is only 16 years old. He's just finished his N level and everything.
Yeah.
I was thrown into the league when I was 18, so I still had a few years. But Kyrian, Mark, 16, 17, 18 years old. These boys getting the opportunity at such a young age to play against men is definitely going to help them in the future. It will definitely speed up their development, and it will be a good experience. But of course, we cannot use the excuse, oh, Kyrian is 16. If he makes a mistake or Mark makes a mistake, it's acceptable. No, we can't, because they need to learn fast and need to adapt quick, because it's no more you're under 16, under 18 leagues where you can take it easy, you can dribble around everyone. You're playing against big grown men who will go in hard on you.
Yeah.
So you need to learn how to handle that.
You're getting more players back into the squad now.
Yeah.
The likes of Danish, Ilhan, Haris, they're all back into the squad. You can fill up your bench finally.
Yep.
Do you think you'll get more points on the board with 3 weeks left of the season?
I mean, definitely this is what we are aimed for. Looking at the players available, like you mentioned. Okay, this is what we want. We want to get the points as much as we can. Of course, looking at if you talk about you want to go on to the last game against Hougang, that is where we really put ourselves that okay, we will get the points. Okay, at least a draw. Okay, so that is what we are looking at. Again, of course, you must understand again when these players, you talk about their nations with their comeback nations, but they are not 100% fit. Okay, they are just 50% or 40%. Like players like Hami, for 5-6 months didn't play football at all. Ilhan, the first time when the starting of the season, he was very sharp and very fast, but this time around he lost his touches.
Yeah.
You can see that, different from when you have a fitness, when you go to the gym and you're doing weights, something, but football fitness is totally different. So this is where players need time to adjust. I just can't throw them straight away to the field and, okay, you have Ilan, you have Ami, you have Danish, you have Irfan. Okay, we just put them in the team, and yes, they have experience before, playing in their club before and something. You know that. But again, you must remember that they are coming because they are not 100% fit, and they have to gel with the other players. So that is the thing that that I'm trying to do my best.
Yeah.
Okay, I as I said, I observe them in training, and I just don't throw them and then end up they got injured.
Yeah.
That is my concern, So that is where I always have to be very careful on putting them. I get the advice from the sport trainer or physiotherapy. How do you think, Because you can see after just a normal training, you can see that they feel tightness here, they feel something like pull, this kind of thing. So I have to be careful on that. So that is how I look at it. And of course, I want to put the best players in the team to get every points. But I know it won't be easy. But again, as I said, this is where the younger players like Mark or Kyrian or Scott, he come back, Aris, this is the players that for me are giving the opportunity, grow it, learn it as fast as you can, improve it and try to do your best in every game. That's all I want.
This is almost turning to be a Young Lions feature, but we'll get into the games really, really shortly. But Jacob, even for yourself, you're going to go into national service very, very soon, so you're going to feel the pinch of going into the army and then coming out and then lacking that match fitness. All right, as promised, we'll get into the matches from the previous round, but first we need to thank 42 for furnishing this lovely set. So for all your furniture, home decor and lifestyle needs, go to 42.sg. Okay, so let's go into the first match of this show, and we'll touch on the Young Lions, who travelled to Hougang Stadium to face the Cheetahs. Hougang United going into this match from a 4-0 drubbing against Albirex Niigata. It is only the second game at Hougang Stadium this season, so how did the Cheetahs fare against the Young Lions?
So making their way out are the Cheetahs. Here come the Young Lions. they got the better of Tanjung Bagar. Oh, he's had a real slip there. Daniel Long didn't look comfortable under it, did he? And the young line's close to pouncing, and the man that nearly forced the error gets the ball to his left. It's Jaime Shahin and Jacob Mahler with the effort. Noticeable Jacob Mahler getting much further forward today than he has been doing in recent games. Free kick to Hougang. Afik Noor's opportunity as the young lions keep a high line. Can they get in behind them here? Afik Noor holds this one up, looking for a blue head, and Zach Addison's there with a back header! Zach Addison up from the back from the set piece, and he's given Hougang the breakthrough. 17 minutes in, Zach Addison's first Hougang goal this season. Haven't seen Shaolama manage to get any clear runs through. We know he's got pace to burn. Oh, that was a heavy touch and a poor touch from Zach Anderson, and all of a sudden the young lions could be in business. It's Kyrene Nadin gets the shot away, and it's spilled by Daniel Long, but he recovers well, the Hougang keeper, and there was just that moment's hesitation here. Well, what's he given here? Has he given a penalty here? What on earth has happened here? Daniel Long is in the book, and I can only assume he's given a penalty. Jacob Mahler on the hunt for his second goal just before the half-hour mark after an extraordinary penalty decision, and Jacob Mahler dispatches it brilliantly. Hougang won, the young lions won. The debate on that penalty decision will go on for weeks. As he chased the loose ball, well, Jacob Mahler's been pulled back. This is going to be another yellow card. They really are mounting up here. And he's already on a yellow, he's gone. Well, Shafiq Ghani, who was one of the first players in the book in the first half, and Shafiq Ghani is off just before half-time. It is Nikesh that's going to be replaced by Charlie Mackle. Are they going to find a breach in this young lions defence? Mackle straight into the back of the net. The Englishman's taken less than 2 minutes off the bench to score. The yellow card can. Oh, this is broken to Shawal Anwar. Could be 3-1 and game, set, match! Wonderful finish, Shawal Anwar. They capitalise on the young lions' mistakes. I think he's injured himself in scoring, maybe just a bit of cramp. And that's the points wrapped up for the Cheetahs now. Anders Aplin roaming forward. Anders Aplin, still Anders Aplin. Can Anders Aplin finish this one off? Oh, yes, he can! That's a cracking score from Anders Aplin. And it looks like we are going to have a repeat of the scoreline from March now. They stood off a mile from Anders Aplin. It's finished here. Hougang United 4, the Young Lions 1.
Yeah, painful watching for Nazri and Jacob just to relive that match once again. Had full 45 minutes to play it with an extra man in the second half. You're disappointed with defeat, but are you even more disappointed of the fact that you didn't make use of that man advantage?
Yeah, I mean, I think when the halftime talk that I told to the players, that first and foremost that I always remind them again and again, okay, when you're playing a 10-man against 10 men, you know that you have advantage. Okay, you try to, as much as you can, try to not to make any mistake. Okay, that's the most important. Try to make mistake. No pressure. Don't pressure yourself, and you know that because of you have 11 men, you must win this game, and you are thinking about chasing the game. I told them, just go in, play your normal game. Okay, we get one man advantage. Definitely, they will sit back and wait for counter attack. This is exactly that I told the players. Okay, but what happened is, of course, the first minute of the game, we make a mistake. I think the linesman caught that the goalkeeper threw the ball outside the line, outside the penalty box. So I gave a free kick. And that's when I saw that, okay, and I know that it's coming. It means the goal will come. True enough, the goal came in. Okay, this is where another concern that I talk to the players. When you make a mistake, how you rebound back. Are you strong enough to rebound back, to come back, to overcome it? Because you are thinking that, firstly, you have 11 players against 10 men. You are down by 1-0, I mean 2-1. You are chasing the game. You are thinking a lot in your mind. Stay focused. Keep the same plan. keep the ball, try to ball forward. This is how we're going to press. This is how we're going to do. So that's how it is. But of course, the third goal came in, a mistake. Then definitely after the third goal, you can see the players demoralized. Then of course, whatever fourth goal is just an history and everything is gone down.
Yeah.
So, and of course, definitely they come with we got another red card from Hami, got a red card. And then, of course, it's back level, and then you can always say that, okay, now we play 10 against 10, and it's okay. So, this is where I always told to the players that minimize as much as you can, minimize the mistake. If you can, stop whatever it is, focus on the game. And my worrying part is always when you make a mistake, how do you rebound back? That is where I talk to the players. It's crucial, okay? And that's how you have to be strong, to believe yourself and your teammate, that we can come back. And the mental have to be, you need a team to bring up the players. Not only one player, not only Jacob, not only Syed, or where all the team need to stay focused and, okay, come on, let's up together, and we take one at a time. That's how I look at it.
Jacob, the players in that side during halftime, many of them have not been in the situation throughout the season where you are almost expected to take the game forward to Hougang United in the second half. Not many of them have experience at the highest level anyway. So is that a difficulty, do you think, in the second half in the approach?
Of course, I know, like in a sense, that lack of experience where, these, like we as players, or not say all players, but some of us, do not have that experience to know where we need to know, okay, we are basically in the front seat right now, we are supposed to be in control of the game. But they don't know how to react in a sense. It's maybe it can cause, in a sense, panic to them. It's like, oh, we're 11 men now against 10. We need to go score immediately. But things can't necessarily just go in the flow in that sense. Things might be tipsy-turvy in that sense, and like maybe the goal doesn't come in the next 20 minutes or something like that, and we start panicking, and then we result to maybe not playing the style we want to play, maybe not being organized in our defense. And like it happened, and it could show. It showed. Like we made a mistake almost 2 minutes into the game, resulting in that free kick, and we conceded from there. But okay, next 30 minutes we tried persevering on. Hami got a red card, which it happens, and the last 10 minutes we conceded another two goals, which were unfortunate because we were trying to push for a game, and we left maybe spaces at the back. The lack of organization, and the result was not what we as players desire in a sense.
For the both of you, I know it's difficult after you come off a 4-1 defeat, but with players coming back, did you see signs or positive signs that the team is getting better week on week with players returning? Nazri, you first.
Yeah, I think I've spoken to the players after we resume our league. I can see that we have improved. We're getting better and better. And I told to the players, everyone, the week before this match, we have a team meeting. When I spoke to them, I said, we have improved game by game. We are getting organized in defense. We have a style of the way we want to attack. Players understand their roles. Okay, that is what I see. It's very positive. The only worrying is that the mistake that they need to minimize or not to happen in the game, because one mistake will punish to a goal, whatever it is. So this is how I look at it. But as I said, looking forward now, players are coming back. We have more players, more option for me, from the back line to all the way to the forward. But again, as I even told to the players, we as a team, we are a young team. We need everybody to be involved, to be like a team, and also we cannot depend on the striker to score. We need someone, the defender on the midfield or wherever, or take the opportunity whenever we have the free kick, the corner kick, make it count, because maybe that one chance will come in the game. So don't lose it.
On the pitch, do you feel like you guys are gelling better now?
Of course, like that first 45 minutes we had, I think we played. We were keeping up with Hougang. Maybe you could say we were even better than them. they got that red card. I think the momentum was with us. Of course, after conceding that goal straight away, it pulled us down a bit. But I think, as a team, in training and for instance, the games, slowly things are clicking in a sense, and it feels good. And, we have this last 6 games to, show everyone that, we can actually fight against these men in the league, and, we want to get results, so yeah.
So Hougang United responding well after their 4-0 defeat against Albirex Niigata with victory at Hougang Stadium. Two teams who are also looking to rebound after not great results previously were Tampines Rovers and especially Balestier, who were thumped 7-1 by the Lion City Sailors. Here's what happened at Bishan Stadium. Good evening and welcome to the Bishan Stadium for this AIA Singapore Premier League encounter between Balestier and Tampines Rovers. Krajcek tries to turn, gets pickpocketed by Mehmedovic, who skips away from Imaviwe. He has options left and right. Mehmedovic plays it to Erwan Shah. Can he get a strike away? Erwan! Save! And a good one by Zaiful Nizam. Unconventional through the feet. Right, they cut Balestier open there, Tampines Rovers. Shah. Here's Webb once again. Taking on Kartik. Oh, his opportunity here for Mehmedovic with the turn and the skill and a save again, once again. Great stuff, but it finally goes in. Well, eventually the pressure told Balestier's goal, leaving a charm live until Ryan Sanizal powers a strike past Zaiful Nizam in goal. But look at the skill here from Mehmedovic. I turned Aravin in and out. Decent save first off from Zaiful. But coming in on the far post, Ryan Sanizal gets a special goal, his first of the season. And Tampines Rovers off to a perfect start here at Bishan. Charles Azali has come in very central. Mehmedovic, ding ball looking for Kopitovic. Ahmad Shire just dragged back there by Kopitovic. Why is he given a penalty? In fact, Mamataki, well, initial tug not given on Ahmad Shire, and that challenge later on. Kopitovic with the chance to give Stags a 2-0 lead. And he does. Down low, past Zaiful Nizam, beaten for the second time. And Tampines 2-0 up, comfortable here at Bishan. 4th goal of the season for Big Bad Boris. He gets the right way, Zaiful. Just too well placed. He's played most of his career at right back, but needs must. As Hoshino flicks that on to Zuzul. Can he capitalize? Over Shazwat Buhari. And they pull one back, Balestier. Well, typical Balestier goal. And it works. An absolute peach for them. And what a finish by Shime Zuzul on a goal drought. Scores his 2nd of the season. As mentioned, they have the threat in the air. It's hung up for Hoshino. Coming in, Zufami. Hoshino! Good save, rebound, and it's gone in. They've leveled it up here. Balestier. Route 1 football at its very best. 2nd of the match for him. They didn't deal with this. Hoshino with the shot, palmed away by Shazwan. And on the rebound, Shime Zuzul with his 2nd of the game. Well, incredible how it's turned around here. Balestier 2-0 down, have brought it back level, 2-2. Only as far as Mehmedovic. Nakamura onside, has time to tee up his cross. Looking for Baihaki, back post. Zaiful with a save. Flag is up for offside, but decent save in the end by Zaiful Nizam. But we're level at 2-2. Zufami releases Hoshino, who's onside in the area. Shuhei Hoshino looking for Zuzul, back post. Important tackle that is by Madu Mohana. And good defensive work by Yohangi. And that's the full-time whistle. Big result here for Balestier Khalsa, who were 2-0 down. They fought back to draw level as it finishes here at Bishan Stadium 2-2. Yeah, for the second time running, Tampines Rovers blowing a lead, and they have not won in 2 matches. Nazri, you've won titles with Tampines Rovers in the past. When you were chasing for the championship, how was it in the dressing room? Were there nerves? I know there was an experienced bunch of players, but how did you feel personally, and what was the words from the coach going into a big game, for example?
I mean, for me, when I was with Tampines, we know that a few matches that before we're going to win the league. Of course, you know that behind you, there's other teams are just chasing and waiting for you to fall. You know, the pressure is always built up, you know. So what I can normally do I speak to the players is we have to focus in our game and take one game at a time. You know, don't pressure ourselves and think that, you know, we need to get win. Definitely we want to win, but definitely don't pressure yourself. So this is what I will speak to the players, because as a captain during that team, you know, during that time, you know, this is what I will encourage and fully focus on our game plan and how we're going to play. Of course, in the game, things can happen. Again, how you rebound it, how you come back and make it stronger. But then, as I said, you know, it's normal to have this pressure, because in every games and every league, you know that other teams are coming and chasing you, because at the back is always waiting for you to fall.
Yeah.
You know, so you just need to focus on your game and as much as you can get the 3 points. That's the most important thing.
How is the challenge going up against Balestier Khalsa? Because they play a unique brand of football, Jacob. Is it difficult with the 2 giants up front to deal with them?
Yeah, like you said, you know, Zuzul and Jumbo up front, you know, they're not the easiest people to mark. You know, like they're big and strong, and they're fast as well. So, you know, Balestier, you know, they have the game plan they have is, you know, quite direct, and, you know, it's difficult for teams because, you know, once that flick on is made, you know, and the defender is not covering each other,
Yeah.
basically the other strikers through on goal. And, you know, it's effective for them. And, you know, you can see they have been grinding out results. They've been getting results week in, week out. And, you know, they're definitely a tough team to go up against. So it's definitely something challenging for us, you know, especially young players who maybe are not as physical as them.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's something that, you know, I think we will learn to play how to play against this type of players.
Credit to Balestier though, 7-1 defeat against Lion City Sailors, then go down by 2-0. So easy for the heads to drop, but to fight back and get a draw, I think you have to commend their fighting spirit on that, Jacob.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like a 7-1 defeat is definitely something, you know, hefty, and, you know, you can put morales down for sure. And, you know, to come out against Tampines, who were top of the table, now second, but, you know, to get a 2-2 result against them, you know, is something very commendable, and, you know, kudos to them. They did really well.
Nazri, I'm not sure if you saw Gavin Lee's post-match interview, but he was fuming with the result and with the goals conceded. Can you understand why? Because of the defensive errors.
Yeah, I think as a coach, you know, you will feel that way, because why? After leading a game, as you know, that the game is not only playing at 45 minutes or 70 minutes, it's 90 minutes. So players need to focus on throughout the game. Okay, I mean, of course, for him to be mad of the error that they have done, or the opponent has scored. So for me, I think you know that when a team down 2-0, when they get 1 goal, they basically are more confident. They be confident, and they are pushing, and back in our mind that, okay, shit, you know, we need to not to make mistake, or then we are not playing our usual game. So that's how I look at it. So I mean, for him is now, you know, that coming to our game, I mean, I'm moving forward. If you can play against us, he will think that, you know, they need to win the game to stay on top. So that's definitely, I know how you feel, because definitely going to play other teams also. Yeah. So he'll be a very, very, very tough race. You can see that.
So that result left the door open for Albirex Niigata to go top of the table when they took on Geylang International on Friday at our Tampines hub. A victory would see them go top of the table on goal difference. Just a single goal settled this one. Welcome to Friday Night Football, coming to you from our Tampines hub. under the lights here as Geylang International take on Albirex Niigata. And a very happy Deepavali to all the viewers who celebrate the Festival of Lights. And we hope to bring you a cracking encounter here tonight. It will be Doi who has a strike at goal and gives Albirex Niigata the lead with a sumptuous free kick past Hairul Sherhan. What a start! And what a free kick, goal number 6 for the season for Tomoyuki Doi. He is our man to watch, and that's the reason why. Well, the technique to get it over the wall and to dip. And here's the frightening pace of Harif Kanadi. Plenty of real estate. Will he go for goal here, Harif? Good skill, Harif Kanadi! Well, so close, and I was close to saying if he did put that in, well, rival Khairul Nizam for goal of the season. Nagasawa battling away with Darren Tay, but Kamata gets the better of both, and he will race into the area. He just needs to find the right ball, and he might find Taniguchi. Oh, they get it out of the danger zone. Kureshima! Hairul Sherhan, good save. Flag is up on the rebound. But we saw Kureshima provide something special in that match against Hougang United, and almost doing it here against Geylang International. Albirex Niigata, second top scorers. That's a great ball for Doi. Just couldn't take it in his stride. Taniguchi in support. Tomoyuki Doi goes for goal. Just a little touch there around the post by Hairul Sherhan. Albirex has sent 6 players into the area for this. It's an opportunity off the line by Darren Tay. Off the bar, second time round. And Geylang International's goal leading a charmed life. We'll find Fyros in the area. Reverse cross. Taniguchi. Here's Doi. Good save once again by Hairul Sherhan. Here's Harith. Iqbal and Nizam options. Delicious ball looking for Nizam. Well, he was free in the area. Good movement by Khairul Nizam. Still with Iqbal. Darren Tay can deliver to Maguire. Looking for Iqbal Hussain. Good save. Keo Kawa. And here's Iqbal. Nizam ahead of him. So is Faris. Iqbal Hussain taking on Kureshima. Still with Iqbal Hussain. It's open up here for Iqbal. Nizam! So close. Darren will throw it to Harith. Delivery needs to be spot on. And it is. Looks for Ichikawa, who got a touch. Well, they're knocking on the door, but have they left it a little too late here, Geylang International. Everyone in the Albirex Niigata area. Big header from Sakuma. Darren puts it back in the mixer. Header away from Hashioka. And that's that. They've held out here, Albirex Niigata. An important 3 points for them as the Geylang International players sink to their knees. But great performance second half from the Eagles, who knocked on the door, just couldn't get that equalizer. They had opportunities, but that 3rd-minute goal from Tomoyuki Doi, enough to separate the two sides and to send Albirex Niigata top of the AIA Singapore Premier League. Yeah, that perhaps was the most exciting match of the previous round. End-to-end stuff. Geylang International really coming into it in the second half, and they looked really, really good. No Ali throwing on Faris, Iqbal, Van Huyzen as well was part of the mix. They just couldn't get that equalizer. But for Albirex, you know, if you're looking to win a championship, you have to win ugly sometimes, and that's what they did, Nazri.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, Albirex, they have been few years in the league, and then the last 3-4 years, you can see that, you know, they are building players, and you can see even they change 60 or 80% of the team. They bring in new players and young players, and their style of football is always the same. There's no different, you know, because as you said, maybe from the academy or from the youth, they really started to learn this style of football. So that's not difficult for them. Technically, ability, they are there. And then, you know, Albirex players that you don't depend on one player or two players. They got the midfield, the defender, or the striker, or the winger. Everybody can score a goal. Okay, so looking at our Albirex fight against Geylang. It was a very tough game. You can see that everybody is pushing each other, trying to get a score. Geylang, nevertheless, so I can see that he's coming back in the second half, putting Iqbal and Faris and Christopher, and that there were 3 chances that it can be a draw game.
Yeah.
Looking at that kind of match, and I think. As I said, Geylang also has improved game by game, and been better and better. And the style of football, they like to keep the ball on the ground and playing. So I think I can say credit can give to Geylang also for that result.
No Ali is good value in his post-match interviews, and he said he wasn't really impressed with Albirex Niigata, who are going a bit longer than usual. Not the same Albirex Niigata that dominated in 2016, 2017, and 2018, Jacob. But I mean, they are still a formidable side, and you felt that on the restart when you guys lost to them.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, maybe compared from, I've been playing the SPL for the last 3 years, so maybe the quality is not the same, but you can see still that these Japanese players, they are, when they get to play with each other, they start clicking and they gel really well, and the football they play, maybe this year is not as compared to the last two, not as good as compared to the last 2 years, but they can still knock the ball around, play around you. They have very good quality players in the team that can make differences to everything. And like Coach said, they work all together as a team. It's like not individual players, but it's all 11 players from the goalkeeper all the way to the forward. They're all working together as a team, trying to create chances and playing to each other, which is very dangerous.
Albirex Niigata, top of the table at the moment, but another side looking to mount a title challenge in the next 3 weeks are the Lion City Sailors. They took on Tanjong Pagar United, scoring goals for fun. Stipe Plazibat, top scorer. Lion City Sailors with 19 goals in the previous 5 matches going into this one, and it was a goal fest once again.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second half of the 2020 AIA Singapore Premier League season. It's a rematch from round 1. Way back at the start of March, the Lion City Sailors were shocked at Jurong East Stadium, where Tanjong Pagar United led early, only to be pegged back by the now departed Andy Pangeli just before half-time. And the Jaguars will be hoping for more of the same tonight. There's a long-range effort. I tell you something, the keeper got a touch on that. It's turned into a decent save. Chardin's corner comes in, heads her up, and there's the opener. Lovely corner from Chardin. The breakthrough comes right on 14 minutes. The header was pinpoint, Kenji beaten, Chardin's delivery exquisite, and Yamazaki won that far too easily. And the Sailors lead inside 15 at Bishan. He already lasted 5 minutes longer than Balestier did without conceding. Plazibat's got space and space over into. Plazibat to the area, gets it to Heikel. Heikel inside, goes down, penalty given. Well, let's have a look at the replay here. And that looked at least suspicious enough to warrant a penalty shout. All eyes on Heikel. And I think Jan Motta can have not too many complaints. It was clever play. And it will be Stipe Plazibat. Oh, and it was very close to being saved by Kenji, but the precision and pace from Stipe Plazibat just enough. His 13th goal of the season. The Sailors have breathing space, and now are the Jaguars going to go down the same path that befell the Tigers of Balestier Khalsa here at the weekend? That has to be the concern. They lead 2-0 after 90 minutes here on Friday. Plazibat, nice quick touch, gets it back to Song, to Plazibat, plays Song through, keeper hesitates and pays the price. Well, just as I was saying, Tanjong Pagar United had got their defensive tactics spot on. A delightful passage which once again saw Plazibat go from scorer to provider. Just look at some of the one-touch play employed here. And just like they did on Saturday, the Song in Plazibat show team up again. The Sailors lead by 3. Flicked on by Song, looking for Plazibat. Oh, it's a poor clearance from Motta. Can Plazibat turn and get the shot away? It'd be some feat if he did, and he does! How on earth has he manufactured a shot? Never mind a goal from there. Yeah, Motta's turned inside out. Plazibat's got a brace. Yet again, he scores more than once for the Sailors in the game, and right on half-time, the Sailors lead by 4. Have a look at this. How did Plazibat get the better of Jan Motta there to get the shot away? And I said they weren't playing bad, Hougang United, but that is the first bit of real poor play that we've seen from them. And how Plazibat was able to get the shot away is a mystery. Never mind, thread it through between the legs of Motta and past the despairing arms of Kenji. And that's some good work by Nishikawa, looking for Lewis Jr. behind him, but it might come out to the edge of the area. Can they get a shot away now? They can, and that's a superb score! Suhari Sabri, all the credit in the world goes to Shoto Nishikawa for his hustle. You thought when it went behind Lewis Jr., all hope was lost, but that is not the best defending from Yamazaki. Midway through the half is Chardin. Oh, off the head and in. Well, it'll go down as an Adam Swandy goal. And Chardin, well, it's a shot come cross. And that is exactly what he was hoping for. One of his teammates just to deflect it, to alter the trajectory of the ball, to get it past Joey Sim. Nice back flip from Gabriel Quack. And he saved it initially, but can't stop it going through to the goal. And Swandy's got another. Adam Swandy with 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. Gabriel Quack, the creator, with a lovely back flick. The shot went straight at Joey Sim, but unfortunately for the Jaguar stopper, he couldn't get enough power behind it with his hands, and it dribbles into the net. It's finished here. Lion City Soda 6, Tanjung Pagar United 1.
25 goals in 6 matches for Lion City Sailors. I think the only shock from that match is that Stipe Plazibat didn't get another hat-trick. But Nazri, looking at them, they look good, don't they? They're clicking.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, Leeds started of the season, they are quite struggle to get along the team because there are too many players that who's the best players to put, and then the coach have a difficult time to put the best 11 because some of the good players have to be reserved, kind of thing. So after the break, they came back very well. They managed to get a good result. Okay, they are gelling well, and the younger players like Adam is coming back. The under 23 players like Saifullah and like who's this? Pasha is there. So everybody is getting along very well. Okay, and then Plazibat, I mean, from Hougang days, he was playing there, getting good result, and now gelling well with Song and the midfield, and everybody is working so well. So I think they are the teams that you can look at it to look out for this year, the league.
I think many people at the start of the season, including myself, thought, give them a season, there's a superstar cast, they will need some time to gel with each other, and then maybe mount a title challenge in 2021, Jacob. But could they do it this year?
It's a possibility. Since the restart, they've been stringing results, playing well. But I think for them, at the end of the day, it's just about being consistent. Now they had obviously they had that slip up against Albirex, where they lost. But they've been putting on good results, scoring goals for fun in a sense. And for them, it's just to be consistent for the next 6 games and see whether they can continue that run of form, especially against the likes of Hougang and Tampines. They have to play us as well. They have 6 more really important games where they have to continue being consistent and making sure they play week in, week out, giving that same intensity and everything.
Last word, and Tanjung Pagar United have yet to win a game this season. Do you look at that match on December 5th to close out the season? By then, many people's thoughts would perhaps be on the title race, but there's a big one as well, because that could decide who ends bottom, and there's plenty of pride to play for, Nazri.
Yeah, I mean, of course, not only Tanjung Pagar, we got other games like, not say easy games, teams like Balestier and other teams, we are looking at Geylang or even whatever teams, So, of course, as much these next 6 games is important to get at least 1 or 2 points, that's very important. And definitely the last game is the closing of the league, where we need to finish off with a bang, or icing of the cake, getting the 3 points. That's most important, and get a win. That's more important. So at least we won't be at the bottom of the table. That's where is our target. That is what ultimate target that we are looking at for this year.
3 weeks to go until the end of the season, but still plenty of football to be played. Let's have a look at the results and confirmation that Albirex Niigata had that victory to go top of the table. But on the Thursday, Hougang United with the 4-1 win over the Young Lions. Tampines Rovers slipping up against Balestier at Bishan Stadium. Albirex Niigata, as mentioned, that important win at OTH. Tomoyuki Doi with his 6th goal of the season. And Lion City Sailors looking good, 6-1 over Tanjong Pagar United. So let's have a look at the top scorers. And Stipe Plazibat, 14 goals for the season. And still 6 games to go. 8 clear of Tomoyuki Doi, who has that 6. Adam Swandi, by the way, just cropping up into this list. 4 goals, and he has yet to start a game at all for Lion City Sailors this season. Song Yong also part of the top scorers list. And now the all-important table, and Albirex Niigata sitting pretty at the top level on points with Tampines Rovers, but with a better goal difference. Lion City Sailors in 3rd. They will feel that they can push on here with the goals that they have been scoring. Hougang United and Balestier may feel they can still mount the challenge, perhaps a little bit too much for Geylang International, but still a reminder, top local side goes straight into the AFC Champions League. 2nd and 3rd will qualify for the group stage of the AFC Cup. So those top 6 all will feel that they are within a shout of AFC competitions, be it Champions League or be it AFC Cup. All right, so matches coming up. It's going to be a tough one for you guys, and we'll have a look at the fixtures coming up on Tuesday. At OTH, Geylang International will take on Tanjong Pagar United. Hougang United against Lion City Sailors. That is perhaps the match of the round, as the Cheetahs take on Lion City Sailors. Both teams perhaps thinking that they can mount a title challenge and win the league at the end of the season. Young Lions is a tough one, but Tampines Rovers have not been the same Tampines Rovers of recent weeks. And Tampines Rovers will visit Jurong West, and the league leaders Albirex Niigata taking on Balestier Khalsa. And you did meet Tampines Rovers recently.
Yep.
It was a very tight 1-0 victory. Perhaps the first sign of Tampines Rovers not being their normal self. They did rest players there, but
Correct.
you will take some positives from that match. It was very tight, that perhaps you can bring it into this home game at Jurong West.
Yeah, I think that game, basically, they tried to keep some of the players, Jordan Webb didn't start at all. He didn't play, I think, the whole match. Daniel Bennett was there, Bikes didn't start also. But again, looking at that game with the result that we have 1-0, I think the goal just came in just through a set piece, through a corner kick, where again, lapses of concentration and marking, so that's happened. So, again, I'm sure for Tampines, they're coming hard at them. They're going to get the goals as early as possible, because if they didn't get, they more pressure on us. So I think the pressure will be on them rather than us. Yeah. Okay, for us, it's more on players getting players' performance better individually and as a team. Okay, as I said, I repeated again and again about minimize the mistake, that we did the last few games, and not to repeat it again. And again, whatever happened, we need to bounce back, be stronger. That's the most important thing. So I think the pressure is more on Tampines than us. For us, it's just go out there and try to play the best football, or if the result is be good on us, whatever it means. I think if you play good football, actually the result will slowly place for us.
Jacob, final word with you. Do you think the team is in a better shape, better mindset going into this game against Tampines than you did at OTH?
No, I think, players are coming in. We've got Raihan now, who's coming back in, coming back. He's got the game time. Afan Najib is getting game time. Danish is getting game time. These players are slowly coming back in. So I think, team, of course, we have a positive mindset. We have to go into every game thinking, we want to compete, we want to win. And I think we're trying to instill that in the team right now. And, I think we're going, tomorrow with the mindset, okay, Tampines, good side, top, second on the table, but anything can happen. We need to go out there, fight 11 versus against 11. So go out there and just give 110%, work hard, and try and get a result, and go with that mentality that we can achieve something tomorrow.
Plenty of shocks already this season. Will we see a new leader at the top of the table, or will Albirex Niigata pull away? How will Lion City Sailors fare? Well, we'll find out in the next episode of the SPL Show. Thank you, Nazri. Thank you, Jacob, for joining us on set. Yeah, looking forward to this. It's getting tight at the top. Matches coming thick and fast. And you blink and you'll miss it.